I did finish it. Did you read it this month or have you read it before?
I reread it.
You reread it?
Yeah, I listened to the audiobook both times, actually, I'm pretty sure.
I listened to the audiobook this time.
It's a good audiobook.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah.
Hello. So excited to talk about it. Sounds like something just fell outside. Like I heard something. I don't know what that was. But it is very windy, so it could be anything.
Oh.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Give it a moment and then we can start getting into the discussion. But those in the comments that are here, let us know how you felt about the book. You know, just your star ratings if you do star ratings. If not, just like a yay or nay is fine too. And also, like, was this your first time reading it? Have you read it before and you're just joining because you want to know what we're going to talk about?
Right.
Or
like, is it your first Stephen King or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let us know. So Carol reread it for this, and I read it for the first time. So
How did you feel?
I really liked it. I really did. I think if I'm giving it a star rating, it's going to be 4 stars for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not a 5-star. I didn't love it, but I definitely enjoyed it.
Right.
Had a
You
very
said
entertaining
before, wasn't that you who
discussion.
said you were really like connected to and like nostalgic for the movie? So do you think
But
that like made you like it more?
I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe. I didn't feel like I don't know. I didn't feel the same nostalgia from the book at all. Like
Right.
I just enjoyed the story and I enjoyed the characters and I enjoy reading Stephen King in general, but it didn't make me nostalgic, but like I want to watch the book or watch the movie probably tonight or tomorrow whenever I can get some time like this week since I finished and everything. I'm just more nostalgic about the movie itself. Like I just really want to watch the movie
Right.
now.
Well, yeah, that's why I was wondering if it was like because of your love so much for it. Is it very different? I've never seen the original movie.
I haven't seen it in a very, very long time.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is gonna be the first time in a really long time watching it. But it didn't seem the same to me at all.
Yeah.
It seemed very different. It seemed like a different story. But I don't know because it's been so long since I watched it.
Right.
I'm really excited to watch it like tonight. I want to watch it tonight. But my husband's like, I want to do some stuff in the garage. And I'm like, I make him watch it with me because I loved that movie so much as a kid. So
Yeah.
I really want to. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be up for it or not tonight, but I might just watch it without him. That's fine. He doesn't have to watch it with me, but I like making him. 4 stars listened to on audiobook 14th King. Oh, that's cool. I think this is probably like my 6th or 7th of his or something like that. Like I'm still pretty new to King actually. Oh, that sucks. That
Yeah, it
sucks so
does.
bad. Oh no, you DNF'd
Yeah.
it too. Oh no. I wonder why do you think you DNF'd it, Kim? I'm curious.
She made it pretty far too, if I remember correctly from the Discord chatting. Yeah. Like I almost was gonna tell her like just do it.
Just
just like skim read it. But no, I don't blame her. Like if I was I think if I wasn't trying to read every single one of King's books, this would have been like a DNF for me the first time around.
really?
Yeah, I don't care. Like
Really?
I don't like I don't know. Kids with superpowers is kind of like not a thing that I'm into first, and I love Stranger Things, which is really
Mhm.
weird, but that's like the only exception. I don't know why I just
Yeah.
didn't like this one. Like there's some good parts to this one. I
Mhm.
like the characters and stuff. It's just not like if I'm looking back on other King that I've read, it's
Right.
nowhere near favorite. But
Yeah. I can see that. I think I've rated like a lot of his books like in the 5-star, 4.5-star range. So this isn't like super high on my list, like if I were to list off favorites and stuff. But I don't know, like it did seem like very different from the movie for me. Like I felt like the mom was a bigger part in the film from what I remember. I don't there was it and it I don't remember a lot of backstory in the film either. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be I don't know, it's gonna be weird for me. But like, I don't know. I enjoyed the father-daughter relationship in this. I think
yeah.
it's very different from a lot of his other stuff because it's usually like very unhealthy relationships, like parent
Yeah.
relationships. Um, so it was kind of refreshing and nice to like see that in this. Um, I like kids with superpowers. I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I like anything like pyrokinesis or like telekinesis, like anything like that is like very like psychic abilities are so cool to me. I don't
Mhm.
know why. A lot of people compare Firestarter to Carrie. I think because of the end
I
scene.
heard that someone said Firestarter was poor man's Carrie.
Oh, really? Oh no.
No, but I think it's good. It's just like not like if it wasn't King, it's not a synopsis that I would like reach for. Like see it
Mhm.
and be like, "Oh, I'm going to read that." Like
Right.
and it reminds me of the X-Files, which is like one of my favorite shows. It is my favorite show. So
Right.
it's just I don't know. I don't know what it is about this book. Like there's some like the creepy elements with like when the mom is gone and like when
Yeah.
stuff happens to her, like that's creepy. I like Charlie, and like you said, I like her and her dad together, but it's just okay. It's just there. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to reread it because I was like, I don't remember much. And then like I completely forgot about all the backstory with the parents and like the studies and the schooling, everything, like all that. I like didn't even remember like
Really?
where her powers came from. Nothing. I was like,
Right.
damn, that's the whole
Like,
point.
wow, I really forgot. That's kinda how this made me feel too, because I was like, I think I really forgot a lot of the movie from, like,
Right.
when listening, I'm like, "I don't remember any of this." Like, and I thought, like, I had a pretty clear memory of the movie, but I
Right.
was like, I'm not sure that I remember it correctly. So I need to be like I need to watch it so I can compare.
Yeah. I wonder if they lay it out differently too. Like, so in the book, you're going from her parents when they meet and then like present day when her and her dad are on the run back and forth. I wonder if they like do it differently.
Yeah, I'm curious too because it's like it's it's not like cohesive like in the timeline. It's very like
Right.
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I don't remember it being like that.
It might not be.
No,
I
I
feel
don't
like
even
it'd be
remember like
difficult
any
to
flashback.
have the dad. Yeah. It'd be hard to
Oh,
have the dad young and old and back and forth.
right. Um, these Silent Woods vibes. I haven't read that yet.
Yeah, I did. I really liked that book.
Did you?
Way better than this one. But
Really?
it was like one of my favorites of last year. It's really good.
Oh, okay. I might have to check it out.
We saw.
I guess we can get into spoiler stuff now. I mean, pretty much. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
Carol, does this book sit in the middle for you, or is it like just not didn't work?
oof. It's better than like the Bachman stuff, like the Running Man and Road Work.
Mhm.
Oh gosh,
I
man.
haven't read any of those.
I have so many that are above this one. Like I've read 50 or
Oh,
more of his books.
yeah.
So like this isn't even, but it also too it is personal preference. Okay, like I
Mhm.
just you know I like the Tommy Knockers by him, and a lot of people like shit on that
I
book, and
feel
I
like a lot of
understand
people
why.
do. Like,
But
I
I
feel like
definitely it's just like a preference over what's happening in that book versus what's happening in this one.
right.
It's just like a trope that I wouldn't, like I said, wouldn't have reached for if it wasn't Stephen King. Like if it was another horror writer writing about a kid with powers and the government's after her.
Right.
Yeah, it's just I get my fill of that from Stranger Things, I think, and then I get
Yeah.
Max.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like one of my niches that I just didn't realize that I had,
Right.
that I just really enjoy these like government, like secret, top secret stuff and like experimentation and stuff. I don't know. I just always find those like parts in movies and stuff very, very interesting.
Right. Those would be like your
Fun to get for.
buzzwords, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Do you have any particular scenes that you love or hate?
I do like the scene, like I was kind of hinting at earlier, when we find out that Charlie's mom is dead. I like how it's got Andy is like building up like it's coming. And I think this is something that King does really well is like writing, like making the reader feel full of dread. Like you just know, like by what he's writing, you know what you're
Right.
about to find, you know what's about to happen. And he like he's just like, just go, just go, just go, just find her. And she's like in the oh, my brain isn't working. Where the ironing board is, like where you keep it in the wall, isn't she?
Oh,
Her
yeah.
body's like in that thing, like in the wall.
I did. Okay, I must have missed that because I thought she was just in the basement.
No, I think she's in like the laundry.
Well, wasn't it downstairs?
Yeah, but isn't it like in the ironing board, like where you would keep an ironing board?
I guess I just like spaced out in that specific.
Oh crap, maybe I heard that wrong too,
No,
but
you
that's
might
what
be
I thought
right.
was that
That's
she was
really,
in
really
it.
interesting.
Yeah,
I
I
just
liked.
remember him following like the trail of blood and
Yeah,
like going down stairs. I guess I just assumed or envisioned it in my head like a basement.
right.
And then
Yeah, no, I think
so
it is, but it is still just like in. She's
like
like
how
in the
people have the
wall.
laundry in the
Yeah.
basement, you know.
But yeah, it's just like he's writing okay, he keeps noticing things and you're like, well, I'm reading Stephen King and it's a horror novel, so obviously he's gonna find her dead. Let's like he builds up
Right.
that anticipation. And then I do like the ending. Not like the cheesy like Rolling Stones.
Right. Yeah, that's very
But
cheesy.
like the fact that we see that she is like in the moment she's like okay and she's going to try to go and like do what she thinks is right and like kind of
Mhm.
try to like let the world know what's going on. But
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I particularly enjoyed their time at the farm. I really liked like Herb. And it was just one of those moments where I knew like I was meeting characters that I was probably going to see again at some point, or like that just felt very like real or like genuinely good people.
Right.
I particularly like the scene, and it makes me like it made me like really sad, but when Andy is like when he's trying to teach Charlie about her powers and how like dangerous they can be, and he's like after she had gotten upset and like blew up her teddy bear and he's like showing her the teddy bear and he's like just like telling her this is so bad and like you can't be doing this, like it's I, I just had a very like visceral reaction to that because I just felt like I was so sad for her, but at the like I just felt bad for her because he's like yelling at her, but at the same time like I empathized with him because he's so angry because he's so scared. He's like
Right.
so terrified that like, and I was trying to think about that, like how terrifying that would be to like have this child that has this ability to like start fires with their minds at any moment in time, like a child who is like they're not fully developed mentally.
Yeah.
They're like very, very emotional. Like my 2-year-old like screams her head off at me sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, if you could just like shoot fire from your eyeballs, you would.
Look,
Like,
yeah,
it's
like
terrifying. That is
it's
so terrifying.
right. And a lot of the book is almost kind of like how to raise a child with all like the difficulties that come along with it. It's just got like this supernatural sci-fi spin
Right.
on it. So
Yeah.
it's like we are going through a hitting phase. So could you imagine if my kid was like, "Oh, instead of hitting you, I'm gonna set you on fire."
Right.
Like
Yes.
it's just like it's something that she can't control.
Yeah.
But and it's just like having like in real life when like your little kid just doesn't understand their emotions and doesn't know what to do with
And they
them.
just
So
get
it's like just like,
angry.
you know, King kind of hitting on like how hard it is to like raise children into like good adults, like good
Mhm.
people. And yeah, it's a lot, which was interesting that you said earlier that it's actually like a good relationship between the parent and the child, because a
Yeah.
lot of times he writes like, look at Carrie, like her mom was crazy and horrible to her. And
Yeah.
he usually writes like the like bad parents or
Yeah.
poor relationships.
Oh, for sure. He writes like a lot of like child abuse and stuff in his stories. So it's like it was just such a difference like in this story. And I think as far as like what you were just saying, I think I almost would have enjoyed it a little bit more had the child like had Charlie been younger and more emotional. And
Right.
just more like I don't think there were like enough instances where it was like where you could really see how detrimental like that could be.
Right.
I
Because
think
she's kind of like
that's
on
why
the
that
cusp
scene
of like knowing and like
right.
not wanting to hurt people, but
Mhm.
still like unable to fully understand and control it. But also, Andy
Exactly.
doesn't know either. Like, he's like, I just try to make some extra bucks in college, and here we are.
Right, exactly. And I think that's what like I think the movie did that a little better from as far as what I could remember. Like she sets fire to her mom's like oven mitts and
Yeah,
stuff in the
that's in the
movie.
book too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they had talked about, like, how she had set fire and, like, hurt her mom and stuff like that, and it just maybe, like, visually, it just, like, sends a bigger message, maybe
Yeah.
more so than in writing, but I think it came off more like this child is kind of unstable a little bit because she's just a child, and then she
Yeah.
could just set fire to things. I just remember her being particularly emotional at all,
Mhm.
like, just and it's pretty wild.
Yeah. But I do like
Oh, Joe is so
yeah, I
beautiful.
forgot about that.
I haven't read that one yet, so
I do like when like Charlie is when like the moments when she does control it and like can like kick ass. Like that's great. But
yeah. I know I like that moment at the farm when they are being, like, attacked and stuff, or, like, they show up to capture them, and Andy's just like, "Do what you gotta do, like, just let it go." Or even at the very end when he says the same thing, and he's like, "Just burn it all down," when she's really able to just, like, completely just let go.
yeah.
But, like, she has this inner turmoil all the time because she's like, "He says it's bad," but then, like, we're
Yeah.
using it to defend ourselves, and, like, that I guess that's a concept that it's hard for her to really grasp is, like, yes, in times of, like, defending herself, but she's just thinking, like, "But it's supposed to be bad, but, like, what am I supposed to do?" You know?
Right, right. That's
She
it.
was too sweet of a little girl. I would think she'd be more of a spoiled child if people were afraid to upset her. I That's kinda true when you think about I mean, because if I had a child that could shoot fire from their eyeballs, I would
Yeah.
be like,
Whatever you want. But that's the
"Whatever
thing.
you
I
want
think
me
part
to
of it is like uh Annie knows like if you don't control it now, and even at the end, Charlie starts thinking about like how much damage could I do essentially? Like could I like blow everything up? Could I take everything out? Like, how powerful is this? And I think she just got lucky with having a parent who understands. And I think it's because he has like that pushing ability. I think he probably has his own or had his own struggles with like, is it right to use
Controlling it.
this? When should I do it? Or even if it's like to save someone or help someone, like, is it still right?
Right.
So I think because he has those issues, he probably didn't want her to grow up and have, first of all, he probably wants her to have a normal life, not have to be like hunted down all the time. And now she's going to go and speak out on what everyone's going to like pay $20 to see the girl who can like make fire. Like she's just going to be like this sideshow thing or experimented on or whatever, but who knows?
I thought his abilities were really interesting.
Yeah.
The push. I thought that was really fascinating. I would have liked to know a little more about like, I mean, he did go into detail about how he would like help women like lose weight and stuff or like help with different things. Like
it was like he was like a motivational speaker, but it was like he was actually like planting it in them instead of just like amping them up. It's like forcing.
So you think about he could have been just like this like hypnotist and like did this to like so many people. But I just thought that would have been very, very interesting too. Yeah. Like you're saying about like his first struggles of like figuring it out.
Right. Because like, that would be tempting, you know, like to, I don't know, like with the cab, when they're in the cab and he hands the guy like $1 bill and he tells him it's $500 or something.
Bill, yeah.
Like if you could get away with stuff like that, of course it's going to be like tempting to be like, oh, I can't pay my bills this month, so I'm just going to tell this person this piece of paper is $100. Like it's just, yeah. I'm sure he had his own issues. But then also too, she didn't choose to get these. Like the parents are the ones who joined like the study and stuff. Like they made that choice, and then she just happened to be like a victim essentially.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, no. If my kid could shoot fire, he probably would have taken over the world by now.
Yeah, I know. Right? They're just little toddlers just taking over the world. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Rainbird too as a character. He was our like, I would think he's probably the main villain of the story because he's like manipulating this child. I mean, aside from also, you know, the shop in general, like these are men working like essentially it's like a secret government agency and they're all just thinking like this is just like a job, like whatever.
Right.
And the you know, they've captured this man and his child, and then you have Rainbird who's like just essentially manipulating Charlie because he could use her powers to his own benefit.
Right.
And he's, you know, very off for sure.
Yeah. But we like learn about or not, we just like hear that he's supposed to be like some great agent, I guess is what we're gonna call these people of the shop, and how he goes on like missions and stuff. I don't know, but he seems to be like really like amped up. And he's like a veteran and everything, and he works for the shop. I don't remember. I'm trying to find. There was something about him that I wanted to mention too, but I can't remember.
Kim said, "I'm gonna try to learn to be." That would rule. Oh, that would rule in certain aspects. But I don't know. I live in the desert, so it's like a lot of, you know, I could cause a major brush fire at any moment.
Yeah, I definitely want to. This book is definitely like dated when it comes to like. I don't know. I just remember hearing a few like lines or phrases that I was like, but
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I think some of them were surrounding that character. Yeah, this was written in 1980. Yeah, so. But so is Rainbird some kind of, does he have some kind of power?
I don't think so.
Or he just like gets off on killing people, I guess.
I think that's it. I think that's it, really.
Yeah. But yeah, even they've got, and then the captain, maybe it was him I was thinking of, that he's supposed to be like their leader or whatever, but he's not like that much of a badass.
No, yeah, it's so like a lot of the people that are like supposed to be high up in this like society are supposed to be like they all kind of molded together to me, to be honest. Like Cap and I don't know what's the other guy's name. Puck,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like they all just had these weird like short names. And I couldn't differentiate a lot of them from each other, to be honest.
Yeah, he just wants Charlie to use her powers to like be a government weapon, and then he's the one who gets Rainbird to hunt her down or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone else, there's a few other guys from the shop that are just like, I could take them or leave them, like whoever they are, it didn't matter.
Right, exactly. That's kind of how I felt about it.
Yeah. But I know the shop is mentioned in a few, like they're in The Mist, the short story The Mist.
Oh,
and the
really?
Tommyknockers, I'm pretty sure they're in the Tommyknockers.
Oh.
And
heard,
the Langoliers.
The institution being mentioned a lot. Is the shop also, or is it just the connection between the two is just the government?
Yeah, I don't think the shop. I haven't read the Institute, but I don't know. I don't think the shop is in there.
There's just like experimentation, so that's
yeah.
how we connect. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't read the Institute yet, but
I mean, yeah, but that's because like usually when he releases a new one, I read it, but then I'm like, kids, superpowers.
Yeah, it just didn't.
Like, oh, I'll wait for that one.
It does sound really cool to me. I don't think I've heard enough like really good buzz to like put it high on my TBR. So
yeah. I think his horror and his Dark Tower stuff are the things that are going to carry him for the rest of the way. I think that's the stuff that's going to get the big hype until he's done. So, just because he gets just, even if I agree with what he's saying, he gets so political in his stuff that I just like, I'm like, no, I'm sick of hearing. Like, I don't come to this book to be talking about politics or like, and sometimes I feel like it really dates the book, and that's not always a good thing. So, but yeah, I prefer this book over others, but again, just not my thing.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
I can see that for sure. I think it's definitely more fast-paced than any of his other stuff. Like, I only listened to the audiobook, but I feel like I flew through it. Like,
I think part of it,
any other 500, 600 page Stephen King that I've read before.
Yep.
I just completely flew through it. Like, it didn't feel like a whole lot was going on, but it did at the same time. Like, it just felt like I was just in it.
And I think that's because like we start out like right away, like with a bang, like that they're already like on the move. And the fact that we go back and forth and like get the history later, I think that's what made it like feel a lot faster.
Right.
In other books. It definitely is faster paced than a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's as character focused as his other stuff. Because he can get very wordy and then just very much into his characters and their whole backstory, but I don't feel like you get as much of that with this one. Like, as far as even the side characters, usually the side characters even get more attention.
Yeah.
Like even at their time on the farm, you would think you get a little more backstory on Herb and his wife and stuff. And like, I didn't feel like and they ended up being likable characters, but I don't really feel like there was as much of a connection as I feel to his other characters. because there wasn't a whole lot of like backstory going on with
Right.
him, or even with like Andy in particular. Like, I think you get a lot of Andy, but even like his wife, like there's really not much going on as far as like after the experiments. Like, it was just like this quick thing, and then it was like she had superpowers too, and then she died, and then that was kind of it. So like she
Yeah.
doesn't get a whole lot either, I felt like.
Yeah, it's very much a more of a plot driven book. And I think too, like you said, like if you're comparing it to his other stuff, we're just like skimming the surface of these characters in comparison to what
Yeah.
he could do or
Right,
has done.
exactly. Exactly. I thought that was very interesting when I was like listening to it, and I was like, wow, like I'm surprised the amount, like the very little amount that I know about these characters, because usually his characters to me feel so real because I feel like I know them like inside and out.
Right.
And I didn't feel that way with this one, but I still felt, I don't know, just very entertained by the story. So like maybe it was just a perfect timing for this book for me. Like, I just felt like I needed something more like plot driven, something more like exciting, just to like keep me interested in reading right now, because I'm just always slumpy, I feel like.
Yeah. Also, I was like looking at his bibliography real quick. The only like really long book, I don't know how long The Dead Zone is, but it's not like horrifically long. The only long book before this would have been The Stand, but they didn't release the unedited version until much later, and they made him cut like 400 pages out of it. So I wonder if he was kind of sticking to, because after Firestarter, he wrote like Cujo, I'm pretty sure is next. That's short as well. So I kind of wonder if he kept to the short stuff until someone was like, you know what? You're good. You go right ahead and write those big
Right.
long
Yeah,
books.
maybe that's like a really good observation. I feel like it's possible that he did kind of do that on purpose, because that's what he felt like his readers were wanting, like less focus on the characters, and then turns out
Right.
the
Or even, you know,
opposite.
like yeah, and it was like the publisher, like for The Stand, they were like,
Right.
we can't print a book this big. So maybe he always wanted to write. And but Carrie's super short, so maybe he was just like still finding his groove and
Figuring out
yeah,
like how to build like these
right.
crazy characters. Yeah. I could see that for sure.
Yeah, like the comment, the casual and conversational, definitely.
I mean, of course I would want to meet him for sure. That would be so
Yeah.
neat.
I have one book signed by him, but I didn't like get it signed. Like I wasn't like there with him signing it.
Right. But still awesome. I mean, he's an icon, so I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I feel like it would be very awkward because I would be awkward.
I would too. I'd just be like,
awkward because I feel like he's awkward too.
oh yeah.
Oh, maybe he did change publishers. I'm not entirely certain. But
I think so. There was like there was some kind of drama with publishers and them not letting him do what he wanted, and there's also some history, like not just with Stephen King, but I think in general, if you were a genre writer, like a horror writer or something, like you weren't seen as like for the longest time, and still even now, I think people argue like that Stephen King is not like literary, not like literature, like he's not like a good writer, which is like bullshit. But I think now that he's branched out a bit more, but I think when he first started, he was just a horror writer, and people kind of like not look down on it, but like
it wasn't as big of a thing. I feel like horrors had kind of this like resurgence, and like just this now there's like a deep appreciation for horror more than ever, I feel like. So at that time, like horror was just kind of this just small subgenre of like where people who were just particularly in love with horror read it.
right.
But now like it's just expanded so much. Like
right. Like, yeah, I think they wouldn't have even thought to compare Stephen King to I don't know, your top 10 bestsellers that were not genres, that were just like literary fiction. Like they would not even like consider like comparing King to any of those writers at the time.
Right.
Because he was like genre fiction, but
when they are in front of me, I have no idea what this is. Yeah, I wouldn't. I've honestly, like, I don't think I've ever met anyone super important. So I don't
think
I can think of, and I'm sure I would be so awkward if I did so. Grady Hendrix did a review on Goodreads of Christine, called it junk.
Like in a good way? Like,
yeah. Is it like I
junk
just had
food
to
is
consume it so quickly?
right,
Like,
and it's like
pleasure?
delicious.
Yeah, because I've never read Christine, but
Christine
if
is
you said it in a
good
negative
book.
way, I'm sure Marcy would riot. Because doesn't she love that one?
I hope he
I
didn't.
think
Like,
she loved that one.
yeah, no, that's a good book.
Is
I
it?
was
Okay.
shocked. Yeah.
I definitely want to get to it at some point. I'm still, like I said, I'm still very new. I'm in my like, yeah, maybe like 6, 7, 8, something like that. I'd have to sit down and count them, but it's not very far compared to like his entire like list of books, forever long list of books.
Yeah.
But I like that I'm a newbie because then I'm experiencing all these for the first time. It's so great. Have you seen the video of the story? Oh, I'm sure it was awesome.
Yeah, you guys should check out that video.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Grady
Oh
Hendrix.
no, he meant it not in a good way. No.
Okay.
Does he define his own books as literature though? Because like,
well,
he has some great stuff.
I could argue his writing could count as literature. I think Grady Hendrix is super talented. But I'm mad at him.
Yeah. Right.
No, he probably means it. Like, it's not, I don't know. It's not like his best written book, but still entertaining.
Yeah.
It's like,
like
I love when people say like, oh, it's like a popcorn thriller. You know, like you just keep eating it. Like you keep reading it. Like that doesn't mean it's bad.
I don't think I don't think that means it's bad either.
Yeah.
I really, really don't. I hate being overly critical with my reading. And that's why like book discussions are always hard for me because I don't feel like I'm someone who can sit here and have this conversation about whether something is like a literature or if it's like, just like written in the best way possible or whatever. Like because I honestly, I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm just giving you my opinion. I was entertained and I liked it.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know. Like I just don't think about it in that way, I guess.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all it comes down to. And it depends on the book for me too. Like Firestarter, the writing is fine. And it's like, I would view this book as something as more of a entertainment thing versus like, I'm going to go and read a 19th century classic. I'm going to like spend more time with it and think about it more and like delve into things more. But like, I have a science degree. Like I'm not an English. I don't have professionalism and anything with English literature or whatever, but it just depends on what mood I'm in and like what I feel like doing with it.
Right.
Right.
So, whatever it is in that moment that you're looking for. And you might not even know it at the moment. But then when you read it, you realize, I was looking for some good plot. Like I was looking for a fast-paced book, or I was looking for some characters that I just like need to fall in love with. And like you just really don't know until you're in it.
Yeah.
So maybe he feels critical.
No, yeah, he is.
He did right to feel critical or whatever. He has every right to feel how he feels about it.
Yeah,
we're just,
he did the.
We're just saying he's wrong. No,
he like reread all of King's stuff and did like the.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, no, there is stuff that King has written that I hate, absolutely hate, and I'm like, why? Like, and the only reason I read it is because it's him and I want to read it all. But yeah, some of his stuff is just garbage. I mean, But he's got what, 70, 80 books? There's
Mhm.
got to be
Oh,
something in
yeah.
there that is
Even
either
so,
bad or just doesn't
even when
work for
I'm reading like a book that I'm enjoying of his, like there could be a particular scene or just like something that happens, a phrase where I'll be like listening to the audiobook or reading it and I'm rolling my eyes because I'm like, that
you. Oh
was,
yeah.
but it's like I'm not going to agree or love every single bit of what
Yep.
he's writing or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna love all of it.
Yep. I
But
think that's the
by
same.
the end
That's
of
for
it,
any
I feel
author.
like I enjoyed myself and I had a great time and I feel good about reading this book. And yeah,
That's
to me,
why I kind of got away from, not kind of, I got away from star ratings
mhm.
because I'm like, this, like a 5 star right now isn't the same as a 5 star 3 months from now. Or
Oh, for
like,
sure.
it, like, there is no consistency at all. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you if I liked it. I'll tell you if I hated it. Or I'll tell you what I liked and what I hated. Like, I can't, there's just, no, it's,
I think I'm definitely going that way as well. I
yeah,
definitely do. Because I feel the same way. I don't feel like I'm consistent with my ratings. So
yes.
why am I putting so much pressure on myself to be like, I gotta read this? And then when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know. If I read it again today, would I still say it's 5 stars? Would I say it's 3 stars? I don't know because I'm
Right.
only human.
And you like books for so many different reasons. So like
Yeah.
I can go and read like Sarah J. Maas. Like I like her A Court of Thorns and Roses series. The newest
Mhm.
one that came out like last year or the year before. Absolutely loved it. 5 stars. But you know what else is 5 stars? Like a Thomas Hardy that was written in the 1800s that is full of symbolism and all this stuff. But they're not the same, and I don't like them for
No.
the same reasons. So it like just
No.
doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I totally agree that I completely agree with you. Because like that's what's like frustrating about reviews even because it's like I could end up finishing a book and just absolutely love it. It could have me in tears or I just like the ending just blew me away. But like I don't know whether or not anything tied together perfectly or whether like the writing was all there or the pacing was that great. Like whatever. Like if it just blew me away by the end of it, like I'm just going to say 5 stars like whatever.
Right.
It's my
Right.
opinion. It's my opinion. That's how I felt about it. Not
Yeah.
every single moment of that book while I was reading it was I am like, oh, it's 5 stars. This is amazing. No, I really wasn't. I probably hated it all the way up till the end. And I was like, wow, this is great. This
It's
is
just like
great. Like,
you're
I mean,
just
just
full
like
of like
anything.
endorphins and serotonin. It's just flowing, and you're
Yes,
like, yes, it's perfect.
exactly.
But you hated
And it
it.
can be like that. It can be like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure there were moments in like 11/22/63 where I was like, all right, this is kind of dragging a little bit. You know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
that is like my favorite book of all time because altogether just loved it. Just
Yeah.
like it just made me bawl my eyes out when I was done. Like, and those characters felt so real to me. Were there some moments in that book that I probably hated? I'm sure there were moments in that book where I wanted to stop reading it, but I didn't. And I ended up just like loving it.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know. Like they're like everyone has a difference of an opinion. So it's
Yeah.
really hard to like just kind of like compartmentalize yourself into just like star ratings for
Yeah.
any multiple whatever you're reading. Like so many genres, like you're saying. Like some books are full of symbolism and some are just entertaining.
Right.
Who
Some have
cares about
symbolism,
whether
some have
things
sex,
are
and that's
perfect? Exactly.
it.
Was it enjoyable? Yes.
Exactly.
I'm definitely like I'm coming to your side of things. Like and so like John says, I hate Under the Dome. That was my first King that I ever read. And honestly, like I really, really enjoyed it. There are some parts that I definitely hated about the book. The ending was not very great and it did feel kind of sluggish. But there are so many great things that I loved about it. It was my first King ever. It introduced me to his writing and how he writes his characters. And it really blew me away because I had no idea that I was going to love his work so much. Like,
Right.
just it sparked my love of his stuff. Is it the best of his books? No, most people will tell you it's crap. So, like, and I'm supposed to be like, yeah, like 5 stars. Oh, this
Right.
person's like 2 stars. Like, it's so crazy. But I have, like, I feel like Stephanie too. I don't think I've hated anything that I've read of his so far in the time that
Ugh.
I'm still very fresh to it. And look at you, you've read how many?
50, I think.
Yeah, see, you have every right to hate some of it at that point.
Yeah. Road work and shit. The Running Man.
Mhm.
Those are two that always come to mind. I just
Yeah.
didn't. Oh god. Those are ones that I would like look back and be like, I would never reread
The
those.
Running Man sounds so interesting to me. Like the plot, that's the one where he's like, isn't he part of like a TV something?
That's yes. Wait, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. I don't know. I know Roadwork is about a guy who gets mad that they're building an expressway and he like goes crazy.
Berserk? Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't know. I just did not like them, which is funny because those are in like the Bachman, like the 4 Bachman novels that are all in a
Mhm.
bind up. And I liked Rage, not like what it was about, but like everyone was talking about how horrendous that one was. And it was terrifying and depressing and everything, but I actually did not like Roadwork and The Running Man.
Mm.
Even The Long Walk wasn't like amazing to me. And that's like a lot
Really?
of people's favorite.
Yeah, I feel like that one gets mentioned a lot. I particularly remember watching a booktube video where someone was talking about the plot of The Running Man, and it just sounded super interesting to me.
Yeah.
But I can't really remember what it was. I remember having something to do with like a TV show or something.
It's very similar to The Long Walk too. Like this guy has to do the running. I don't remember anything. I like literally blocked that from my memory.
I have done that with plenty of things, plenty of books before, for sure.
My brain was like, no. 11/22/63. That is a good one.
Mhm. I love that one. I love it so much.
Oh, wait. Oh, I lost the comments. Hold on. Amanda's
Sorry, I'm trying
comment
to catch
about,
up to them.
yeah. Like Amanda saying, why are entertaining books considered bad?
Yeah.
This is something I think I need to turn a light on. Oh, no. This is something that that was one of the things that I thought about with the star ratings. For example, thrillers, popcorn thrillers. Like people are like, "Oh, it's so unrealistic," or I don't know. I think people
Well,
are
that is kind of
oversaturated.
an annoying opinion that thrillers can be unrealistic. A lot of it, like pretty much all of them are unreal. Like some of them have they happened at some point in time? Yes, probably. Most of them, no.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make sure that this could happen in reality. I'm here to be entertained.
Well, that's the thing. So like what also kind of falls under that is if you read like a mystery thriller and like 2 months from now you completely forget everything that happened or who done it, but you still think back to how much fun you had while reading it,
Yes,
isn't that still a good book or does
I
it have to
think
stick
so.
with you? I think it's still a
Absolutely.
good book. Like I've completely changed my mind on that. Like before I'd be like, I don't remember it, so it wasn't good. No,
Right.
no, no. If I had fun, if I'm sitting there breezing through it super fast, but I forget it a month later, I think it was still a good book.
Yeah. If I remember like, oh, I read that book in a literal weekend or in like a day or two because I just could not put it down,
Mm-hmm.
that is a good book.
Yeah.
No matter what really even happened.
Right. Because if you base your book choices on if you're going to remember that book, you're never going to know. Like,
Mm-mm.
you're not going to know how it's going to play out and then if it's going to stick with you forever. So then why read?
Exactly.
Why risk
Exactly.
it? Like,
Shit, I just read like Sundial, what, like a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. And then you were just reading it and you had to correct me on some stuff because I was like, I don't particularly remember that. But until you said it. And then
Right?
I'm sitting here going, I love that book so much.
It's
And
like
I'm like,
when you
but
go out and get
when I was reading that,
shit-faced.
I was so entertained. Oh my God, I loved it
Yes.
so much. I
Yes.
kept picking it up. We were camping, and oftentimes when we're camping or we're at the river and stuff, I'm having so much fun doing what we're doing. I don't stop and read a lot. But with
Mhm.
that book, I was stopping and reading it every moment that I got.
Right.
And that is what I remember.
It's like when you go out and get drunk and you
Yeah.
don't remember everything, but you know it was fun.
But you know you had a great time.
Yeah.
You know you had a great time. That's exactly what like reading is to me. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
reading those really
No.
good books.
And like I'm not this comment, I'm not a book critic either. Like I just share my book opinions for fun on the internet.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Exactly. I think we should all just put a little less pressure on ourselves to like be particular. Like I tried to map out what we're going to talk about when we do have these book discussions because I do want to make some great points and things like that. But like I try not to take them too seriously. When I first started doing them, I would have like my whole like my notes app would just have this like long list of things to talk about. And then I would just catch myself constantly stopping conversation to refer to whatever list of stuff that I wanted to talk about. And then like now these discussions are way more fun to me because I just let things flow naturally and we just talk about whatever we feel like talking about. Whether we talk about the book for 10 minutes or the entire time, we're still like
well, that's the thing
enjoying
with
the whole
sometimes
thing.
books warrant more of a discussion, and other times it's just like 10 minutes of, oh my God, this was so much fun, and this part was funny, and then it's,
And then that's it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't want to just talk about the book the whole time. And then sometimes you're even realizing like in the moment, like after you finish, you're like, oh my gosh, I have so many great points. Like I have so many things to like, I can't wait to talk about this book. And then you start talking about it, takes a few minutes, and you're like, all right, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, sometimes I just don't have anything to say. Like it was good, it was bad, I had fun. That's it. Like, yeah.
I want to catch up with some. There's like so many comments. Like I'm just,
I
I'm so slow with comments. Like it's hard for me to like.
Yeah. This Hidden Pictures by Jason Recolak.
I saw that.
This might be the push that I have to order it because I was like, no, don't do it. Wait.
Okay, so what is it about?
I think it's just about a kid who draws creepy pictures or something. I just know there's scary
I like
pictures
creepy
in it.
kids. I like creepy kids. That would be cool.
I think that's what it is. I could be
I
wrong.
think as a book club, we're going to be taking a little like hiatus for a couple months or so because Crystal's getting married and Mandy's really busy and I'm really busy with work. I know Carol's really busy. So, and like, Carol and I have the summer long It read along happening too. So we have that as well as like Strange-a-thon coming up. So there's like a lot happening. So it's hard to like keep up with all of it. And with everyone just being so busy, we do like to give people a break.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a little Horror-in24 like hiatus, but you can hop on any one of those things if you would like. So I don't think we'll get to Hidden Pictures anytime soon, unless Carol and I decide just to buddy read it for fun.
Well, I just ordered it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll report back.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm just gonna order it. I'm in between things. I'm still reading The Resting Place, but that's because I'm literally working 6 days a week. Like I'm just working all the time. It's super annoying. But I'm hoping I'm hoping to get some time so I can start something new. I'm sure I'll finish The Resting Place soon at some point.
Yeah,
Like how long have I been reading that book? I started it 2 weeks ago, I think. Oh my gosh, it's embarrassing.
It's good. it's one of those books that's like, maybe I won't remember it in a few months, but it was lots of fun when I was
Yeah,
reading.
I'm really enjoying it. Every time that I do pick it up, like I am but the only time that I'm able to pick it up is like right when I'm going to bed. And
Yeah.
so I get a few pages and then I crash. A few pages and then I crash. So it's gonna take me like forever.
Yeah. There is
Forever.
the audiobooks on Scribd. That's how I did it
The rest of
until
twice?
yeah,
I
until I
find
got to the very end and there I had like 50 pages left and I was like, okay, 2 times speed is not fast enough. And I had to like switch to the physical book and like read
oh
it.
really? See, I'm almost halfway or something in the physical book. So I mean, I might just listen to the rest on audiobook. I
Like
don't know.
you know, if you get stuck or run out of time or whatever.
Yeah. Did you liked the audiobook though?
Yeah, it was good.
Oh,
It
okay.
just wasn't fast enough.
Sometimes it doesn't feel fast enough.
Oh, yeah, I can definitely read faster than audiobooks, but
Yeah, I've
or
sat
like
there and I've
yeah.
been like trying to see if I could beat the audiobook and I can. Not by much, but I can at 2 times speed.
Let's see.
Hmm. Maybe I'll order it too.
Oh yeah, okay, so Stephanie says that The Running Man is a game show.
Okay, game show.
Yeah.
I just remember thinking like TV.
Yeah.
There was something with TV. I kept thinking of the Truman Show every time.
Yeah, and I know they made
What
it
is
into a
is it
movie
like the
too, and I
Truman
feel like
Show?
there's some differences, so maybe that's why I was getting
Oh,
confused.
maybe. I haven't seen the running yet.
Oh man, these comments jumped. Hold on.
I
I'm
know
looking
I'm
through too.
trying.
The count of Stephen King's work is really difficult because there are lists that like break up story collections or like short story collections or novellas,
Oh,
and
true.
it's really weird. I'm not sure how many there are. He did just release that short story on Scribd yesterday.
Yeah.
Like it's a Scribd exclusive ebook or audiobook.
Mhm.
It was just okay. It was just there.
Really?
It was like
Oh,
good. I mean, it
no.
was good, but it wasn't like
Anything spectacular.
yeah, he could have. It's like if he would, it was like a middle of the road if he would have thrown it in with another short story collection.
Right.
Uh,
Oh, interesting. Well, I love Black Mirror and Squid Game, so sounds interesting to me.
oh yeah,
Something.
The Running Man's like the Hunger Games. Yeah. But also like so is the Long Walk kind of because even though they're walking and I don't think it's televised or anything, but people are still like it's like a parade. Like they still go out
Right.
and
They're
watch and
they're
walk.
like forced to walk,
Yeah,
right? Like they cannot stop.
right.
Interesting. I know a lot of people do really like that one. To me, it just doesn't sound entertaining. Like the long walk doesn't sound like one I want to get to very soon.
That's
It
definitely one
sounds
that
like
like
it's going to be a slow one for me.
it yeah, it's in like you're in the character like with the characters a lot because
Right.
all they're doing is walking and like you're learning
Right.
about them and stuff, but
Yep. Yes, exactly what I was saying.
yeah. That's why I started like I used to think like, oh, if I can predict the book, then it's not a good book. But I'm like,
Right.
well, no,
Right.
because maybe I just caught something that someone else didn't. And then that could happen to me in another book. Like I missed something.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take away from the creativity or the entertainment.
Right. And like she's saying here, like I've read that reveal 1,000 times. Like thousands of books have had the same plot twists, but I think some are just done better than others. Like I
Yes.
can read the same plot twists over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Uh,
I do.
for example, The Shape of Darkness had a plot twist in it
Yep.
that has been used countless times. But
Yep.
in the way that it was done was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It
Yep.
was awesome.
There's another
like
book that I can't even say what book it is.
I know because you don't want to like reveal the type
It'll
of
totally
twist.
ruin it. Yeah. but it's something that I've read a million times that I caught on to right away, but it was done so damn well that it's like, yeah, perfect.
Right. Exactly. I don't really get bothered by a lot of tropes. Like tropes being done over and over again, it doesn't really bother me too much. If I know that it's a trope that I like, I'm going to read it. Like
Yeah.
I think tropes are actually helpful in the same sense. Like I particularly like government experiments, apparently, or
Yeah.
whatever. Kids with superpowers. Stuff
Yep.
like that. Like, yes, it's been done millions of times before, but has it been done this way?
Yeah.
Sometimes it just works for you in the moment. Sometimes you feel like how many rom-coms have started and ended the same way?
Look,
But there are particular
like,
rom-coms that I enjoy, even though
and
it's the same stuff that I know exactly what's going to happen in the end. They're going to end up together. They're going to end up together.
there's going to be a third act issue. There's going to be an issue in the third act where they break up or someone hurts the other person or something like that, and then they get back. We should all take cues from the romance community because they're seriously like on, like, if you're on Book Talk ever, they will like make a video all about one specific trope. So if you like Friends to Enemies, here's all these books, and people will just read all those books. So like, why aren't we feeling the same way?
And I love that. I love that. Like, no one's reading a Friends to Enemies book and then going like, oh, well, you know, this is done time and time again. Nobody is feeling that way about Friends and because they literally wrote it for like they read that book for that reason.
Right.
Like, I want to read it because it's Friends to Enemies. I want to read a book that has this particular trope in it. I don't care if it does the same plot twist. I don't care if it does the thing where they're like what's a good like thriller like twist? What's a good thriller twist where it's like, oh, I love when books do the whole let's pretend it's going to be paranormal and then it's not paranormal.
Yeah.
I will eat that up, even though I know in the end it's not going to be paranormal because there's going to be an explanation. There's going to be an
someone isn't who they say they are.
Yes.
Or you as the reader assume someone is someone and that's like they're not, and then you look back and you're like, oh, well, I just assumed that. Like, oh, I love that shit.
Love it. Love it.
When like the author like turns around and is like, you idiot.
Exactly. I love that.
Oh man.
Oh, you're so sweet. Don't make me cry today. I was already on the verge of crying earlier, so I'm just gonna cry again. Don't do that. You're so sweet.
I'll subscribe to your channel too, John.
Yeah.
No. BookTube has no age.
Yeah, it has no age. Yeah. You can start whenever you want. Just do it whenever you feel like it. Like it's fun. It's great. And then even when you don't feel like it and you do it and then you end up feeling like it while you're doing it, which is also fun and great. Yeah, okay. I might buddy read Hidden Pictures with you. Like I might just order it right now. I just went to Barnes and Noble like 2 days ago.
My Amazon had it.
Very, very bad day. Just a bad mental health day. And then my husband was like, why don't you just go like traipse and frolic around like Barnes and Noble? And I was like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then I literally just bought one book, but just being there and touching everything that I want to buy.
Yep.
It's so weird because I'm always like, I know I'm going to get it cheaper somewhere else, but I need to look at it in person and just like touch it.
Even just going to the library and looking through the shelves and like looking at the books and like taking a bunch home, even if I never read them and return them like unread, that still feels good.
Yes, it does. It feels so great. Just being amongst the books, like don't even need to like buy anything. Like, I really didn't even need to leave there with anything. At that point, I was like immediately while I was looking through and just like going to the different sections and like, I wonder what this book looks like physically. Like I wonder, and that just made me feel so good. Just doing that.
Right.
And I came home in a way better mood. I was just not having a day. And then that did it. That's just what I'm going to do every time now. Every time. Oh, you need to see the drawings. So the drawings are in the book. Cool.
Yeah. That's why I was like,
Yes,
wanted
please
my own
do.
copy. It's because there's pictures in it. And I think,
Yeah, that
I
would
don't
be
know if Marcy read it, or maybe she did read it. Maybe she did like it when she read it. I remember she had it.
Hmm.
Oh.
Dude, straight up. And How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is my all-time favorite rom-com movie. I've watched that movie like, I don't know, hundreds of times. I literally I have like the special edition DVD in my closet currently. Watched it so many times. So many times. And that has been done like millions of times.
That's literally,
Working together and then like, yeah.
yeah.
The fake dating
Yes.
trope.
Oh,
So
love
many
that
times.
one.
But
Love
I
Fake
love
Baby.
it. Yeah, the
That's
killer
another.
isn't really dead in the end. Come on.
Yeah.
Horror has been doing this forever.
Yes.
Forever. But you know what? That became a thing that like was awesome.
Yeah.
Instead of, could you imagine every time you went to go see like a Halloween movie and Michael Myers gets back up again? Everyone was like, "Oh, this has been done so many times." No,
No.
no one thinks that because
We
they're
keep
immediately
watching
like, like it's exciting. It's exciting even if it's something you've seen again and again and again. It can still
Yeah.
be exciting and it can still be fun.
Yes.
So I don't know. Sorry to go on a rant about tropes. I don't know why.
Oh no, yeah, we just went
I don't even
all
know how
over
we
the
got
place.
here, but we got here.
I think it's
I
par
don't
for
know
the
how it
course,
happened.
though.
But
Yes.
you know, I think it was the rating thing. We were just like, we're done rating.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I guess what's the date? So May's almost done though. So we're about to start it.
Yes.
You and I and whoever wants to join.
Hi.
So maybe you shouldn't like pick up too many things.
Yeah.
Whatever you can finish, maybe.
Probably just do audiobooks. Audiobooks and maybe hidden pictures. Because now I really want to read it. After I heard there's pictures in it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted like a physical copy.
For mixed media books yesterday, and I couldn't think of one. Not one came to mind.
Oh, and we need one for Strange-a-thon, right? Or no, not mixed media.
Yeah, I think that one's just like
different format. Never mind. I
Yeah.
got confused.
But I was just looking, I don't know, I'm in the mood for a mixed media for some reason.
Yeah.
I wanted something like fun, mixed media. I don't know. Pictures, newspaper clippings, diaries, stuff like that. Like, and I was like, what book could I read right now that's gonna fill that void? And I couldn't think of any when I was born in the Noble. I got a book on witchcraft. It's a total opposite of what I was going for.
Yeah. Well, if you get it, let me know because we'll chat about it.
Yes, that'll be so fun. I really do want it. So I think I'm gonna order it right now. Because why not? Because treat yourself. I went to work today. I went to work today. I did.
I didn't, but
I got overtime this week now because I went to work today. So that that's book money.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm so excited for the summer long read along though.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if you can make your own
I don't know.
thread. Probably not. I don't know. I didn't set up the Horror24 Discord, so I don't know what everybody is allowed to do.
We should have a thread that is just like random stuff we can throw in there that we talk about during live discussion.
We should just
whether it's just like random pictures from the internet, like whatever it is, book suggestions that we talked about on the live discussions.
Okay.
That would be a good
thing in the Horror24 Discord, I made a text channel called Random Fun just now, and we just put whatever you want there.
Put it in there, Kim. That's where it's going. Just a general, like just basically stuff we bring up in live shows that we're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look this up later, because sometimes I'll do that and then I'll be like, wow, I wish I could tell some of the people, because I can always like we'll message each other in our own private chats on Instagram, but like no one in the chat is on there.
Yeah.
So that'll be great for Discord, because we could do that for Stacks of Strange too,
Yeah.
because that would be nice to have. Yes, Kim, put it in there.
Not too many though.
Yeah, yeah. We want to get excited. We want to see them for the first time.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like in the moment.
You could put a couple in there.
Yeah. But I think we're gonna try to do a live show for it, right? Like maybe at the end.
Yes, I think at the end, yeah. I was thinking of doing one like halfway, but I think at the end, I don't want to put too much pressure on the two of us.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Life is chaos right now.
And it'll be a lot easier for me to like not spoil things.
Yeah, exactly. Once it's all done, then you can just say whatever you want.
Yeah, like in the live chat, it's just like can be fair game.
No, I think that would be great.
Yeah.
There is going to be a Discord thread for it. I think there already is one.
Yes.
I don't think we've like said,
I
did put the link in my community tab. I
think. Okay, in your community tab. Mine, I think mine's in my link tree too on my Instagram. Maybe
I need to make a link tree, so I'm gonna make a link tree today.
Yeah,
that's gonna be like the thing I need to do before the end of the day, so that I can put the Discord in there for each of the book clubs, for like Horror24, for the It Read Along, for Stacks of Strange, like all of that stuff can go in there, and then that way you guys can join in. But like, I just haven't had time to take a picture of my book to post on Instagram, so I can get that group chat going too. So that's another thing I'm going to do today. Try to do before it gets dark.
Yeah, I put the link, the Discord link in this chat here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not showing up. It's taking quite a while. Like I know things are delayed, but so maybe it's like marked as spam.
Oh, so can I fix that?
I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
Lame.
There is a Discord thread though. It should be in my community tab, because when I posted about discussion, I think I just posted it a week and a half ago. I think it was 12 days ago to be exact, because I was just looking at the comments for that like earlier today.
Oh yeah, you got it in there.
And there you can even put like, I mean, I already know, Amanda, already know your Instagram handle, but like anyone else who follows me on Instagram, you can put your Instagram handle on there, and then I'll add you to the Instagram group chat if you want to join in on that. If you're not like familiar with Discord, or you want to chat in Discord and on Instagram, we'll have like an Instagram chat for people to chat about the book between parts and everything there too. Because that would be.
And so for Horror24 though, we're taking June, July, and August off, and then hopefully like maybe like the beginning of August we'll let you know like what is coming up next, so you have like time to prepare.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be a good time to get back into the spookiness, since it'll be coming up on spooky season.
It'll be spooky time. I consider August spooky time. It just sounds like fall to me. It doesn't even sound like summer. August sounds like fall adjacent.
Yeah. We're coming up on the burr months though. Like that's what I think about. September, October. Exactly. But yeah, so hopefully we just got to get through, everybody being busy and stuff. But a lot of you are part of Stacks of Strange already, but if you're not, Stacks of Strange, some of our books sometimes are horror books.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all just strange.
Yeah. And our definition of strange is literally anything that just sounds unique and different. So that could be anything, any genre. We do read a lot of horror, though.
Yeah, I think or like horror adjacent kind of stuff. Yeah.
We have a lot of horror-loving hosts, and some who are just dabbling in and they love it. So But we're gonna be doing Strange-a-thon. I have not picked my picks yet because I've been so busy. I need to take a break. I need to take a break so that I can actually like do these things. But I have not picked my read yet for Strange-a-thon. But I'm really excited. I can't wait to read for Strange-a-thon.
I've got a couple picked, I think.
I have not once participated in a readathon this year. This will be my first one this year.
I haven't.
I am ashamed.
I don't think so.
I am so mad at myself. Yeah, it's pre-autumn. August sounds like autumn. It just sounds too much like fall to me. I don't know.
Look at the picture she sent.
Oh, okay. Is it creepy? Is it really creepy?
Oh, it is not what I expected. Like, it is like kid drawings. This is
what?
okay. I'm so glad I bought this book.
So Strange-a-thon is a readathon that was created by me and my other co-hosts from Stacks of Strange. It is just a week-long readathon where you read books in of all genres. It really doesn't matter. Literally can read anything. But we have like specific why can't I think of the word?
Tasks, not tasks.
What is it? What is the word?
Prompts.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so there's specific prompts. Like, so this year it's different format is one of the prompts. That is like you could read anything that's an audiobook, a graphic novel, a manga, like anything that's just of an unusual format. If it's mixed media, I feel like that also applies. Okay. The second prompt is a backlist book. Literally any book that's a backlist book on your TBR. Like, so that could work for anything. Since it's June and it's Pride Month, we do LGBTQIA plus rep. We did that last year and really enjoyed it. We read a lot of LGBTQIA plus books in the club, like authors, representation, all of that in the group. We kind of base it off of what types of books we typically read in the club. So like non-human character, which has come up a few times in past like book club picks. But that could be an animal, a vampire, anything, any non-human character in the book. It used to, like last year we did non-human POV, which was kind of hard to find books that fit that prompt. So now it's just non-human characters. So it could be any character in the book, even if it's just a side character, a character that has this, whatever fits your TBR is going to be like, whatever's going to be the easiest for you that you're going to like want to read that book, go with it. And then the fifth prompt is strange cover. So that could fit literally anything. If you think that's a weird cover, you can read it. So Strange-a-thon is just a book club that we have where we just read strange books. We pick a book each month that we think just sounds odd or like unique, something different. We read a lot of books that are like magical realism, horror, just had like, we have a long list of books that we've read in the past. I'll probably make some stuff for Instagram where we can share some of our ideas for like prompts and stuff, or how like some of our past books have fit the prompts. If you want to check that out, like my Instagram's linked down below. I think the Stacks of Strange Instagram is also maybe not. Yeah.
I've got on my videos and my descriptions, I've got the Instagram and the Discord linked.
Oh, cool. So, I know this is like a Horror-in24 one, so I might not have linked Stacks of Strange in this one because I don't know why. I should, because I always talk about it. I always talk about it in these like live shows. So I'll be reading Earthlings by Sayaka Murata for strange cover.
I've heard really good things about that. I hear it's really sad.
Ooh.
I think
I have not heard of that. I've really been out of the loop lately, so I might have to look that one up. Definitely be reading the Pisces. The Pisces is definitely like a good option for Strange-a-thon because
that's on my
it has been mentioned like multiple times in the book club as like a future pick. So
yeah. And we have always lived in the castle. I am so nervous for you to read that. It's one of my favorite books ever, and Amanda's just gonna be like, 2 stars.
Oh no!
I'm so nervous.
Fingers crossed.
I'm so nervous.
I haven't looked at the pictures yet. I gotta look at the picture. Oh, bye, John. Have a great day. I'm gonna have to look at these.
Yes, no. Not only am I drinking a juice pack, it has Pokemon on the juice packs.
Oh, nice. Robin likes anything with Paw Patrol on it now. Paw
Yes.
Patrol or dinosaurs are her 2 favorite things.
Paw Patrol.
Now she started watching Dino Ranch, which is like dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's like these kids who ride around on dinosaurs and like, you know, instead of like ranch animals, it's dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's kind of cool. She loves it. It's her favorite. She likes Spooky Saurus. She likes spooky episodes of everything. So we've watched Spooky Saurus like 15 million times.
She's perfect.
Every day she gets home, she's like, Spooky Saurus. So we have to watch Spooky Saurus. She likes spooky stuff too. So for Strange-a-thon, you don't have to read the same books. For Stacks of Strange, we do read the same book every month, and then we discuss it at the end of the month. But we always like to take a break from doing monthly book club picks, and June just ended up being the perfect month to do it. So we take a break in June, and we do like a week-long readathon instead. But you can read anything that fits those prompts. Or doesn't matter. Just read something. I don't know. And then we'll probably have like a discussion afterwards about like what we read or what we, you know, if we enjoyed it or whatever, you know. I gotta look at these pictures now. Okay. I'm gonna look at them. Oh.
I'm trying. Do I?
Where is it? Okay. Random fun. Oh, it is creepy. That wasn't what I was expecting either. Oh, that's going to be so fun. I'm ordering it right now.
I don't know why I thought the kid would be like an artist. Like, no, he draws pictures. I thought they'd be like...
Well, like, because the cover looks like it has like hieroglyphics, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I thought the pictures were gonna look like. Like I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, I'm ordering it right now because that seems just like the perfect mixed media book that I need to read right now. Watch me not read it.
Me too.
With stuff like that. Oh my gosh. YouTube totally helps you stay motivated to read. I think like it was a huge life-changing moment for me when I found BookTube because it literally like boosted my reading. Like insane. I would read, I don't know, every once in a while. Or I would like get one book and then buy one other book when I finished that book and read that. Like now I'm like reading multiple books at a time and like have shelves of books. So, server. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. So if you are a part of Horror24, like Discord, the link for the read along Discord is a completely different link to a completely different server. So you'd have to join. Like if you're already in Horror24, you have to join a separate one. Which actually, why don't I wonder if I can just link the Discord somewhere.
That would be good if you could link it like in the Horror24 Discord and the Stacks of Strange one.
Yeah.
We've talked about the read it along like in both.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. So in the schedule section of Horror24, we've got June through August. I linked it.
Okay.
Oh God, my toddler's trying to come in. Can you hear him? Hi.
He made it.
Say hi to the people.
What's up, kiddo?
Say hi. Oh, and the dog.
Oh, and the puppy made it too.
Say hi. Do you like to read books too? Yeah.
Yeah,
He wants to push buttons. That's
of course.
Let's see. Yeah, so I've got the link in the Discord. Oh, I lost my phone now. I got the link in the Discord in the Horror24, so you just have to follow that.
Yeah, like I said, I'll make a link tree too. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'm just gonna I'll make a link tree for all the things, and then I'll post in my stories. I'm gonna try to be more present, definitely for the read along and stuff. Oh, cool.
Look, everyone's saying hi to
Awesome.
you.
Sometimes I think those links expire.
I thought I said
And
it
you
so
have
that
to,
it didn't,
redo
but I
them
could've.
always, but it's that has happened to us before.
Yeah. Usually, I'll do a bunch of stuff with it and then forget that it expires.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Do you see yourself? Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Robin, when she looks at our screensavers on our phone, she'll always see a picture of herself, and then she goes, "Oh, that's you."
I turn the camera on my phone and just let him look at himself.
They love it. They love to see themselves. Yeah, so I was trying the link tree on Carol's Instagram and it wasn't working, but it worked from the Discord. Cool. Okay. So we can definitely do it that way.
Yeah.
Like I said, there'll be an Instagram too, like a group chat on Instagram. So that would be fun too. For people who don't use Discord as much. I'm so excited to read it though. So excited. I will make a post. I will make a post very, very soon on Instagram. So but I mean, everything's highlighted in my stories as far as the breakdown and information and stuff about that.
Hey, stop that.
My husband always calls me on lives now. I can guarantee you, as soon as I tell him, he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot."
What are you saying?
He has softball literally every Friday night, and I still forget. And I know it's Friday. I know it's on Fridays, but I still forget.
Yeah.
I'm like, not my problem. I can't keep adding more things to this brain, okay?
Yes.
Some stuff just gets pushed right out, and that's one of those things. All right. Well, I don't really have any other final thoughts about Firestarter. I'm really excited to watch them. I'm really nervous about the new movie because I'm not.
I've heard bad things
about it. So I don't know that I'm going to try that, but I'm definitely going to watch the old one. What? And then what happened?
Oh, you're going to blow a kiss now? Go ahead.
The one in my community tab, I don't know if it's expired. I did it week and a half. Hopefully the link's still good because you can try that one.
Let's take a bath because our hour and a half's up.
I swear,
my husband's dying.
Multiple times a day. Bubble bath?
No. Oh no. Sometimes we take baths 3 times a day.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You're having a great time. That's fine.
Yep.
You're clean. That's fine.
Yep.
See, I'm so nervous about the I kind of want to watch it and make fun of it because I do like watching terrible movies and making fun of them. That's kind of one of my favorite hobbies. Watching movies that I know are not going to be good and just making fun of them. So I might do it for those reasons. Save that for the weekend.
Yeah. So I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
Keep following the Instagram, and then we'll let you know what's happening in the fall. And then we've got It Read Along.
Yes.
Strange-a-thon.
I don't think I gave the dates for Strange-a-thon. It's June 20th to the 26th.
Yes.
Do you want to join us for Strange-a-thon? Doesn't start till June 20th. So you got plenty of time to build a TBR and join in with us.
Yeah.
You can like read one book that fits all the prompts. You know what I mean? Or double up, whatever, however you want to do it.
Oh, interesting.
There's so much missing from it, and they've changed. So if you haven't read the book, you'd be super confused because so much isn't explained. See, I felt like that reading the book and had watched the movie years, like I was saying earlier, like I feel like I don't remember the movie as much because after when I was reading the book, I was all, I don't remember any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. Like, I don't know.
Oh.
I like to compare though. So I
Yeah.
might end up just watching the old film and then watch the new one too. But the old one, I don't care if it's going to be bad. Because you know what? I'm going to be watching it and I'm going to be like, oh, I remember watching this when I was like 10.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's interesting too.
See, that's like literally like the main focus. Like it's a big part of the book.
I wonder if they just assume the only people that are going to see the movie are King fans? I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know.
Very weird.
You should. For some reason, young Drew Barrymore, like her in her adolescence, it's like nostalgic for me. It's like we didn't watch E.T. like a million times. He came back. What's up?
Say hi.
Hi. He just has to be the star of the show.
Yes. Yes.
All right. We don't mind.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Needful Things. I have not read A Bag of Bones yet, but I have it on the show.
He said, read it.
Read it. Say, read it.
All right. I guess I have to go be a mom now.
Yep. I do too. I do need to go pick up my kids. So. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. I have read it. I did enjoy it. It's a very interesting story. It's a big one.
Yeah.
A lot of characters. But I think it has a character list, if I'm not mistaken.
Needful Things?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but there is a lot of characters. I don't know.
There's a ton of characters in there.
It's good though.
Yes. All right, guys. Oh, and my husband, the elusive husband. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here for the Firestarter live show. And Jenna's gonna send us out with an
Yeah. Bye.
Hey, peace out, Girl Scouts. Bye, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Check out all the links down below. I'll have all the information on my Instagram for all of the discussions that are going to be happening. Our Discord is also there for you guys to use as well. We'll see you later. Bye.